Good evening. Thank you so much for keeping it tuned and welcome to Mwangaza 4 p.m. briefs. My name is Kelvin Kariba. And on to our first news story. Kenya will on Wednesday assume the chairmanship of the Common Market for the Eastern and Southern Africa COMESA with a pledge to champion a new era of regional integration anchored on digital transformation and value chain development. Deputy President Professor Kithure Kindiki announced a transition during the 18th COMESA Business Forum in Nairobi, saying Kenya's leadership will focus on using digital technology to strengthen trade, enhance competitiveness, and promote sustainable growth across member states.
This gathering is a critical confluence of minds and purpose, bringing together the architects of our continent's future. The forum provides a pivotal platform for us to confront trade issues affecting our region today and tomorrow. It brings together high-level private sector actors, associations, service providers, partners, and the public sector to discuss and adopt solutions that will propel and transform the COMESA region into a competitive economy. Today's forum, Excellencies, was preceded by the COMESA EU Horticulture Connect platform, which facilitated business-to-business meetings, farm visits, and dialogues to strengthen market linkages and foster inclusive economic growth. I thank those of you who participated in the various dialogue activities and trust that the engagements have yielded sustainable partnerships and a greater understanding of the market requirements, certification processes, and quality standards for our local, small and medium enterprises, SMEs, to remain competitive in international trade. Distinguished Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, value addition, for instance, offers the best opportunity for higher returns, incentivizes industrialization, enhances productivity, deepens technological advancement, increases high-quality jobs, bolsters wealth creation, and promotes competitiveness. We must accelerate the development of horticulture and other regional value chains critical to our future. The public and private sectors must work hand in hand to create an enabling environment for businesses to thrive, expand, and to innovate. We must look at bridging the gap between the public sector and the private sector so that we can be able to mobilize adequate resources to take Africa and COMESA forward. And I am not talking about financial resources alone. Financial resources are one, perhaps the most critical component. But then we also need intellectual resources because we need the best ideas that will define our progress going into the future. It is my pleasure to declare the 18th COMESA Business Forum officially open. Thank you.
If you are in the room, kindly proceed to that platform there.
Lecturers at Dedan Kimathi University of Technology under the banner of the university's Academic Staff Union UASU and Kenya University Staff Union KUSU have donned their tools in protest over what they term as systemic underpayment by the institution. The academic staff are demanding the immediate implementation of a diagonal salary payment system, accusing the university of deliberately placing them on a lower horizontal scale since 2017. According to the unions, this move has resulted in massive financial losses for staff members in form of unpaid arrears and allowances, despite court rulings directing the university to rectify the salary structure and transition to the correct diagonal scale. Union officials say the administration has continued to defy orders, leaving staff frustrated and financially strained.
We have called not just the national strike, ladies and gentlemen, we have called for a local strike. Why have we called for a local strike? Because we have pertinent local issues that have not been addressed, and the university has refused to address them since 2013. Issue number one is in 2017-2021, when all the country was being paid on diagonal basis, and the court ruled in 2020 that that's the right way to go, that Kimathi management refused to pay its workers on diagonal scales, and therefore, for several years, we earned our salaries 4 notches behind our colleagues who you are hired with the same time. We have a management here that works and does everything unilaterally without consultation with the union. The CBA 2021-2025 assigned requires when the monies we fight for so hard come to the university should call at least 4 members of the union, sit down with them and agree how the arrears are disbursed. When we said we needed to have a few questions answered, management disregarded us, took about a half or 3/4 of the money, shared it arbitrarily among their friends and cronies, and remained with what we don't know how much. They treat us like animals, like as we talk right now. UASU officials have been suspended from the university. Personally, I am suspended from the university. Now, and we have local issues to negotiate. Instead of calling us, we talk, they suspend you. Now, the question is, council and the management of Nkimathi, who will you talk to in matters than Nkimathi issues? Who will you have dialogue with? And the issues they are raising as the reasons why they are suspending us is because we are demonstrating. What do you expect from our strike? In our strike, we demonstrate. We do not destroy property. We do not touch human beings.
We also want to tell the council, many are the times that they need to know the truth, because there are many issues. They need to address those issues that are making the CRUT go on strike. They need to have good management. They need to be able to give us leaders who can be able to talk to the union, because if they cannot be able to engage the union, and especially when the CBA money comes and the VC just shares with him, and therefore there is a problem.
Principal Secretary for Higher Education Dr. Beatrice Nyangala has urged striking university lecturers to resume duty, assuring them that the government is actively working on resolving their grievances through dialogue. She was speaking in Kakamega during the implementation of Nyota flagship that is aimed at empowering the youth across the country.
We have not agreed on how much the lecturers need to be paid. They are claiming 7.2 billion, but SRC has advised us that the money we owe them is 624 million. The government is willing and ready to pay the 624 million. But because of this, the lecturers had actually taken us to court, and there is a hearing. There's a hearing today on the matter, and we hope the court can guide on actually how much we need to pay the lecturers, and we are ready to pay and finalize this issue. But again, this strike was declared illegal, so we continue to implore upon the lecturers not to be selfish, to go back to class, even as we resolve this matter lawfully.
That is all for now. More stories will be on our 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. subsequent bulletins. Thank you so much for keeping it tuned. My name is Kelvin Kariba. Have a nice evening.